just started to command that team in the first spot over the last month or so. Now he's just done his ACL. Out for the rest of the season, probably out for the start of next season as well.
It was around this time Dragoshin did it, isn't it? And we only just got him back.
Yeah. So, yeah, look, it's absolutely gutting. Gutting for him, gutting for us, gutting for everyone, because I think people were really starting to believe in Odobert as well.
And I feel for him, and now it's another situation where, similar to Maddison and Decky, you kind of got a plan without him.
Yeah.
That's it. You got to basically kind of act like he, if he comes back, he comes back. But
in a position of weakness anyway.
In a position of weakness, so we're going to have to replace him. He's a player who's just starting to, get ahead of steam, as you say, growing confidence, playing more consistently, taking on his man, and then that happens. So I really feel for him. A talented player. Those kind of injuries can affect you for life. It can. I'm not saying it will, but it can. It's possible. And it's going to take a hell of a recovery. Obviously, he's got Maddison, he's got Dragoshin, he's got Kulusevski for support in terms of they're going to be going through similar things. So he's got people to lean on there, and that for people know what he's going through. But that is our fourth serious knee injury we've had in the last 12 months. It is absolutely horrendous. I don't know if you call it luck or whatever it is, but it's a horrendous situation. And I feel for him how it's going to knock his confidence, how long it's going to take for him to get back to the level he's at now, because it took him a while to build his confidence up to get to where he's at and where he's confident enough to feel like he's at home at the Premier League and be taking fullbacks on and show his quality. And it's so gutting for him. He must be inconsolable with the situation. I really, really feel for a young player with that sort of injury. It's got to hit him hard. So wish him all the best. Wish him a speedy recovery. I hope everything goes well. I hope to see him back on the pitch next season. With a renewed sense of confidence and back stronger than he is now. But it's a kind of waiting game. But in terms of what we do with this situation, we're in trouble.
Well, the players that have been utilised on the wing so far that we have available is Matisse Tell, Randall Kolo Muani, Jed Spence to a certain extent. Who else is there? Is that it?
Yeah, Gallagher was played on the wing yesterday. I have to consider maybe Sarr. We've played him out wide in other one-off games.
I think we need to look at, go. Yeah, well, he's more of a 10, but you got to look in the academy, go for someone like Tynan Thompson. You can bring him in as a natural winger. Is it possible to recall the likes of Mikey Moore? Is that a possibility?
I don't know.
Damola Ajayi? Can we recall him? Who's playing in League Two? What do we do? The free agent market that we've spoken about. You got Raheem Sterling. You got.
I actually think I would bring in Sterling. I would at this point. 6-month deal. Pay as you play, or a really, at the moment he's not playing at all, so he might take a cut price deal. I think we're at dire straits. I know he's finished and he's washed and he's done, but we need a body. Maybe we can get something out of him. I don't know, but we just need someone. We need a body who can play. He's Premier League experienced. I'm not expecting much from him, but given that he's a free agent, he needs that a bit. And if you say, look, it's a 6-month deal, you're putting yourself in the shop window, you're going to play because we've got no one else. So you've got a chance either of owning a deal here, or obviously putting yourself back in the shop window in the Premier League.
For him,
teams.
It makes sense. And for us, I guess.
It makes sense. We got no one. Lucas Moura, people are saying, is he on a free?
No, he's at Sao Paulo.
For us, we literally.
Jesse Lingard.
Fresh from his Korea trip. He's not really a winger. So, in terms of wingers, I would give Sterling and he just sell it to him. Look, you're selling yourself. If you can score even a goal, you maybe convince someone you're worthy of some sort of playing time in the Premier League. I would give it a go, or at least have a conversation and see where his head's at, and if he's completely zoned out and there's no point, or is there anything we can get out of him in these next 6 months? And I know it's a situation I was joking about in January and wasn't taking seriously, but we are at that point now where we have to consider this option as a serious option. I'm not saying definitely do it, but at least have the conversation, because I think we're at this point now. We're not going to get any of our wingers back until at least April at the earliest, which is Kudus. Even then, we could do with Sterling as a sub, because we got Johnson out, Odobert out, so we got no one else. So,
as it stands now, who's starting on the right wing against Arsenal?
Moani, I would say. I would do Moani, Javi, Tell, but obviously I would say what Frank would do, but Frank's not here. Frank obviously had Gallagher on the right yesterday.
What was that all about?
Gallagher on the right, Javi in the middle, and Tell on the left. And I don't understand what he was doing, but he did that. I would probably go try and see if we can get something else out of Moani.
Is it,
or maybe go to a back three?
What do we need to do to bring in emergency signing?
Nothing. Oh, emergency signing to actually sign someone for money.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a rule. I know Barca did it once, but that they literally changed the rules for them. That was a disgrace what they did. I don't know how they were allowed to do that. Emergency goalkeepers you can do. I don't know if you can just do an emergency signing like a winger. They literally changed the rules for Barca.
So is it not a thing, emergency signing?
I don't know for outfield players. I don't know.
It's just for goalkeepers.
I think it's just because it's a specialised position. I know there was precedent in La Liga. Barca did it. They signed, what was his name, Braithwaite during the season because they had all these injuries.
And they took him off Espanyol.
Yeah, I'm saying they took him off a club. Yeah, it was a disgrace what happened because they had no power, the selling club. They had to sell him. It was ridiculous. They weren't allowed to reject the offer for something ridiculous. It was an absolute disgrace. Well, I think maybe they broke his release clause. I don't know if there's any other precedent for that. Definitely not in the Premier League. I think we're going to have to chat to Sterling, man. He's going to have to bank on Sterling to keep us up.
May as well just rely on the youth.
Could do that as well. Williams, Barnett, Tynan, Thompson. Get them some game time.
I think I might prefer that than going with Sterling.
Depends. Would you rather someone who doesn't care or someone who's not ready?
I'll prefer someone that's not ready because I think like you're talking about like Sterling is not ready, but he's past it completely. We've seen what he's produced in Church over the last couple of years. Like, he is terrible. Like, he's really bad. So I'd prefer to go for a youth, someone with a bit of exuberance, someone that has a point to prove.
Yeah, you're kind of rolling the dice either way. Either you're rolling the dice that you can get anything out of a youth player who's still a teenager and has no experience, but maybe can surprise you like the likes of Rashford and whatever have done at previous times. But as well, when a player's not ready, they're just not ready. And sometimes there's nothing you can do about it. Or you roll the dice on Sterling, who's completely finished and washed and has not played well for a few years. But know that he has done it before in the Premier League in the past. And if you can get anything out of him, is there any chance you can? Maybe even in one good game or two good games or whatever it is, or a few goals or something. What's the bigger gamble? I don't know.
The thing is, if you do bring in like a Raheem Sterling, you can still rely on the youth, can't you?
You might have to as well, yeah, because we've just got no options. It's an absolute tragic situation we are in, and it makes the decision to not go big in this January even more of a mockery than it was at the time, which was already seen as a horrendous decision and worthy of ridicule. And we reap what we sow.
Yeah.
We were
the constant bad decisions at this football club come back to bite us even harder every single time. How are we sitting here failing to get Andy Robertson over the line? Now Destiny Udogie gets injured and we don't have a fullback. Sousa clearly they don't think is ready, so they don't want to start him. Brennan Johnson you sell on the first day of the window without any sort of contingency plan and any plan to move the club forward in terms of replacing him. And now we got no wingers. You just can't write this stuff every time. It's like clockwork. I can't believe it.
It's nuts.
And we've got players out on loan that we can utilise, but we can't bring them back. Mikey Moore, Yang Min Hyuk, bring them back.
Yeah, Solomon. I would bite your hand off for Solomon.
Mate.
Right now. I'd bite your hand off for Manor Solomon right now.
I'll take Solomon over Sterling every day of the week.
100%. I think Solomon's doing all right at Fiorentina. He scored a couple of goals, scored a banger the other day. Now that looks like a decision. Like, why did we do that when we were sitting right there?
Yeah.
Will Lancashire, Jamie Donnelly. Oh, he's injured.
Dane Scarlett.
Dane Scarlett could do all these players right now.
We let Dane Scarlett go for no reason.
Just for vibes. It's absolutely
Trying to look at the youth players that were on the bench in the Champions League games. I don't think any of them were like forward players. Dane Scarlett was the only one that was utilised. You got Callum Olasese, he's more of a midfielder. The only one I think in the youth team that has been playing on the wings well is Tynan Thompson.
Well, he's highly thought of, isn't he? So maybe give him a run out, give him a go.
Tynan Thompson, Luca Williams-Barnett. I'll take Yusuf Akmarich right now as well.
Akmarich. Oh man, we are in dire straits. But yeah, I feel sick for Odobert, man. I feel so bad for him. Obviously, Tell's going to get game time now, so hopefully the game time he should have been getting. Hopefully he steps up. But we're relying on him now. We're relying on Tell to do something for us. He's going to have to play.
Yeah.
Should we do some...
I reckon Tell's delighted though with the news today.
I don't know about delighted, but...
I reckon he is.
Oh, you mean with Frank?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
No, obviously not with Odobert. Obviously not with Odobert, a very close friend of his, doing his ACL. I'm talking about Thomas Frank.
Because he's going to get game time. I was like, oh my God, don't even thinking that. Yeah, with Frank, yeah, for sure. There's been no other messages from players yet?
No, not yet.
About Thomas Frank? We'll still wait any sort of... do you reckon we'll get something from Romero?
Doubt it.
Some thinly veiled shot at the hierarchy?
Yeah, probably this keeps happening. Why?
But why? Should we do some reacts?
Go on then.
Should we do some reacts? There's been a